Hey folks, how's everyone doing today? Right now we're on like day 6 of rain in my part of the world, and I guess it's spring, so we're just gonna have to learn to deal with it. So I just uploaded the new update for Tassie Trailing, and there's gonna be quite a bit for you guys to go look around and discover, and a bunch of new trails to play around on. Few different disciplines. We've got a new mudding, new crawling, and a big new road actually. And this update is actually a fairly big milestone. We've officially got the map 100% covered right now. Now this doesn't mean the map is finished, but it does mean that we're probably not going to see any real major changes, and the world's really going to start coming to life now. Now I'm still adding a bunch of trails to the existing landscape, and honestly right up to the last minute I tend to make tweaks and adjustments and stuff until I finally get to that final release. So right now when you're cruising around, any buildings and stuff like that, I've added a few towers and so on, are going to be where they are. Now most of the stuff isn't fleshed out very much, it's just kind of sitting there ready to be built on. And I just haven't got to that point yet because I'm still laying stuff out and minor adjustments and trying to figure out where you want tasks to go. You can't just put stuff up there. You gotta plan routes and make things fun and make sense at the same time. I think I make that sound a little bit easier than it actually is. Also to keep in mind, anything you see in game is going to be used in missions, and if you have any ideas for other stuff, never too late to throw out what you guys think. I'm still adjusting and making things work properly, so fact is we can still adjust. It's not too late to throw out any suggestions you may have. Now if you missed it in one of my recent videos, I've actually added, as I said earlier, it's a big, well I guess I shouldn't say big, it's a passable road for bigger vehicles. I've had a few people suggest that it would be nice for the RP side of things to have a road that you could haul out a couple rigs on a bigger truck. So naturally I've worked something in, and basically it's a mix of beach running and roads, which I thought would be fun and go with the theme, and it goes all the way around the whole outside of the map. So basically you can cruise to a bunch of campgrounds and some of the other areas with a bigger truck and then unload, and as soon as you go inside to the interior of the map, that's where things start getting interesting. All in all, I'm super happy with the way this map's turned out. Never would have guessed that it would go the way it has so far. I wasn't sure if I could pull this one off, as I said with the Aussie builds, but you know what? We got it done. So, you know, anything you guys see out there right now, if you want to add buildings or a certain task or any of that stuff, just throw it out there, because I'm having a lot of fun and it's turning out awesome with everyone's input. As far as how the future of this map's going to go, what I pretty much see is I'll probably have a regular update next week, which will be more trails added, but it'll be a lot of fine-tuning and adding that ambience and just make it feel a lot more lived in. That's what you're going to see on the next update. And if I had to guess, after that it's probably going to be longer than a week, because at that point I'm going to be adding contracts and it's a whole bunch of testing. So I'll have some videos of some of the tasks. This is, again, if you want to add tasks or any of your ideas, now's the time, because I'm going to start writing the stuff out real soon, which is also why I need to start placing these areas on the map. Now, I'm first going to release Tassie Trailing as a single map. I'm going to do single map and then have a region, just like the Outback Overlanding. I know a lot of people, especially on some of the systems, don't want to use the extra RAM for a region, and I totally get it. So I'm really trying to do single map releases, and I'm probably from here on out I don't see doing more than a 2-map region. It's just there's so much limitation for some of the consoles, and I really hate to make a big project and not have it released to everyone. It's just the biggest bummer, at least from my point of view, that a modder can have, is people not being able to play it because of limitations of systems. Mind you, the fact that we have all these mods on console is awesome, so I'm not going to complain, but just throwing it out there, it probably won't do more than a 2 map region from here on out, purely because I want everyone to have access. Now, as far as the integration with Outback Overlanding, I really don't see changing the tasks significantly from what are there, although there's going to be stuff. I'm going to intermingle the map, or the 2 maps, my apologies. So what it's going to be is they're going to be perhaps similar tasks, like the flooded town. I can't change that. A lot of the other things are already in the map, so I'm going to use them in a different way and integrate the Tassie map into this map. So we'll see how it goes. It's not going to be like you're replaying the missions on it. And again, I've said it all along, these are trailing adventures, and I'm going to throw some tasks in to have some fun, but the toughness of the roads really limit what kind of cargo you can move. And obviously it's going to be fun to move around 1-2 slot cargoes. I'm going to work with what I can, but the fact is it's extremely limiting when you don't have good roads to drive on. Keep in mind though, there's going to be a ton of rescues. Same with Outback Overlanding. I'm going to readjust the rescues on Outback Overlanding, so at least we'll get a new experience with that with new trucks. So just something to look forward to when the 2 maps finally get jammed together. So all in all, I just really hope you guys enjoy how this has been going. I hope you, at least the people that have spoke up and added their comments and ideas, I hope you feel like you have had a say in this map, and I hope you notice the little things I try to throw in there, because the bottom line is I try really hard to get your guys' suggestions into the map somehow, some way. Sometimes they're really easy, sometimes it's tougher, but I want everyone to have a say and feel like you can be part of it if you really want to, because bottom line is we all have a lot more fun when we're playing together, right? And we got to keep sticking this one out until the next one comes out. Way I see it, if they sold 10 million copies of this game, I figure there's no way they're not going to do another Snowrunner. So let's just keep ourselves having fun and playing around with this one until we get a chance to head out on a new game maybe someday. One other thing I want to get to, just wanted to throw it out there. Anyone who's still watching right now, I know there's some of you that are pretty passionate about this, and I appreciate it, but thank you for helping me through this project and the whole Aussie series I've been working at. If you're still watching at this point of the video, I'm pretty certain you're going to be one of the people that has thrown out all these great ideas or just even simple words of encouragement, and you're one that really wants to see how this project turns out and be part of it. And honestly, I appreciate it so freaking much, guys. It just makes so much more sense that we all get a say. Again, I can do the work, you guys throw out the ideas, and I'll make it all into a fun adventure. At least that seems to be how it's working, and I just really appreciate you guys. Let's see if we can make this one the best map yet. I think we're well on our way with that one. Anyways, take it easy, guys. We'll talk to you again soon.